So I'm going to go and look for the advertiser that for whatever reason is doing the best online. And best means they're converting more customers and they're able to pay you a lot more money. Does that make sense?
Scott, can I just interject quickly? If
Sure.
you guys have questions, could you just leave it to the end so we just flow, because it's just breaking up the content. So any questions, we'll have a slot at the, we've decided now, we'll have a slot at the end of every section to answer all of your questions.
Okay,
right?
fair
just
enough.
make it a lot easier.
So we'll take,
Thank
write
you.
those questions down, and if I'm not getting to them, we'll take an hour, however long it takes. I'll be here the entire time to nail those up. But that's, hopefully that helped. An offer-based affiliate says, I'm going to pick the best markets. Again, you want to pick big markets. You want to figure out within those markets what channels are working, figuring out the marketing techniques, copy and test, optimize, and be willing to swap out offers that stop working. So here's an example where they're telling you the earnings per click is $3. So what they're saying on average is if you get a click to this offer, you should make $3.15. Again, your job is to go find traffic that is less than that, say $2, and you can make your money. A channel-based affiliate marketing, so the second part of this tip or technique is to say, look, it doesn't matter to me what offer there is. I want to be a guy that's figured out Facebook, or I want to be a guy that figures out Plenty of Fish. So I'm going to study the channel first. So, if you're a product owner, right, and you're a golf guy, you want to figure out how you can promote your product and service within Facebook most effectively. Or if you're a channel-driven affiliate, you don't really care what the offer is. You're going to figure out the channel first. You'll go figure out Facebook. You'll figure out how do I market to these users. I've done a bunch of tests here. How do I figure out the intricacies of Facebook? And so, your homework today, if you haven't marketed with Facebook, is most of you hopefully have an account. Go create an account and go figure out and see how easy it is to set up advertising on Facebook, okay? So that's the example of a channel-based marketer. I've given you some quick examples, so we won't have to go through this necessarily. But again, to go be an offer-based affiliate, go figure out where the offer is and go find the channel. So we kind of surfed around a little bit. I showed you guys that. We're going to talk about PPC Labs. It's a great tool that I've used more recently called ppclabs.com, which does a really great way of showing you which offers are out there online, and we'll talk about that. We've also gone into places like some CPA networks. So as part of what we're doing today, Saj and I have agreed to put together a CPA network called Pro Advertising, which we're kind of in the final throes of putting offers in. But I'll talk also about getting accepted into a CPA network, because what I hear a lot of people say is, how do I get into one? I'm too small, and we can talk about that. But again, if you go into places like ClickBooth, begin to familiarize yourself with the landscape. How do they organize these offers? You can see that they show all kinds of offers in different verticals. This is a Windows offer, that's interesting, a home improvement offer. Bingo, there's weight loss. So you can see that, I can look at this very quickly, and we're all, pretty much fat in the US, so we love to lose weight. So you can see that, weight loss is a big market in the US, okay? Does that make sense? Affiliate networks, yeah? Are you down with me? Okay, cool. Arbitrage, I think you guys, does everyone know what arbitrage is? Yeah. We're going to skip this slide. How's that? Successful, again, with arbitrage, the element is not so much the ROI on a $100 spend. The goal here, people ask me what is your desired ROI, or what should you be making on this stuff? And I would rather take a 10% margin on a $100,000 spend than I would take a 90% margin on a $10 spend. Do you know what I mean? So don't look at it, it's margin times volume. So the goal here is, for you guys, is to start very small, because we don't want to lose any money, or lose as little as possible, and be able to scale this thing up over time. And that's where you can begin to start seeing, $100 a day consistently, $500 a day consistently, $1,000 a day consistently, and that's the goal, whether you're an affiliate or whether you're a product owner. If you're a product owner, you want to see 1 sale a day that comes into 5, 10 sales a day. If you're an affiliate, you want to figure out that right system to be able to generate money for you every single day. Does that make sense? All right. Let's talk about the advertiser piece of it a little bit, and this is important for you guys as affiliates, because you want to make sure that you work with certain kinds of advertisers. And the great news here is that to a large degree, the CPA networks have taken a lot of the guesswork out of it, which is really great. You won't probably in your career ever need to talk directly to an advertiser unless you're doing a lot of volume. In that case, you might want to cut out the CPA network and go direct. But for most of us here today, the CPA networks have done a good job of collecting all the offers that are online, again as an affiliate, and organizing them in a way that will give you the maximum amount of data, right? Does that make sense? So again, the reason why there's thousands, probably 10,000 CPA offers out there is because it's a very, very effective way as an advertiser to advertise today, because you're only paying for a sale or a lead. So you can imagine why that's so popular. So long as you can price that right, in other words, say to people what you're willing to pay for a sale, it's a very, very appealing to an advertiser. To the affiliate, to us, you need CPA networks to basically take 10,000 different offers out there and really put them in a funnel and help you focus on the ones that are actually making money. So that's my bit on advertisers. Does that make sense? Cool with that? Okay. This slide's a little, sorry if it's, but here I wanted just to point out something very, very quickly. So obviously there's two waves that you're riding here as affiliate marketers. This wave of new traffic that's coming in all the time. You know, we're anxiously awaiting to see what Twitter does with their ad network. You know, there's just any number of new distribution channels opening up. But guess what? These advertising verticals are opening up just as big. So if you're a offer-based affiliate, right? So you think I'm going to be expert in health and beauty. These are multi-billion-dollar markets. And so again, just know that within advertising in the affiliate market, there's all kinds of interesting ways. So some people say, there was a question earlier yesterday about, you know, ethics, right? You know, like, is there any ethics involved with a particular offer? Like health and beauty is a big one, right? In the States, they were pushing, you know, acai pills and colon cleanse pills. Now, does it work? Doesn't work, right? I mean, does it? I don't know, man. Like, don't stop eating so much. Do you know what I mean? Like, and so some people have a problem with that. They say, oh no, acai is this miracle. Okay, it may be, right? So that's what I mean. If you have a problem or you're ethically challenged with some of these offers, just don't run them because you're not going to like it long term. You probably won't be good at it. Does that make sense? So, you know, maybe it's a function of me getting older, but you know, when I was these guys' age, I mean, these guys think they were like hardcore dudes. Like we did some really hardcore, like we did some crazy stuff back in the day that, you know, probably won't elicit me a higher place in heaven. But nonetheless, I learned a lot about online marketing. I figured out there were some things I just didn't like. Like I just didn't like, you know, certain types of, you know, adware was a great example. Adware is, you know, it's just like I don't feel good about it. So I think if you're an offer-based affiliate, or even if you're a channel-based affiliate, you got to figure out where you sit with some of these offers. Because again, these guys are all competing with each other. So they're highly incentivized to make their offer as appealing as possible. So in the diet space, why it was so popular was they were willing to pay $60 for a new customer, which if you give that to an affiliate and you can convert it pretty high, believe me, they will go nuts and they will do a lot of things to drive those sales and leads. So I think for you all, figure out what vertical you like. I showed you earlier golf, okay? It doesn't need to be edgy or dodgy. It doesn't need to be, you know, biz op. Hey, let's make $1 trillion tomorrow. I mean, if you don't like that stuff, then don't do it, you know, but it goes out there. But you can make just as much money in golf as you can with handbags, as you can with just about anything. So that's my, you know, ethics lesson today. Feel good about what you're doing in terms of the types of offers that you're running, yeah? Here's my insider secret too. This is how, again, I'm trying to like load this thing with all the little tricks and techniques I've used over the years to make crap tons of money. If you got to pick rich verticals. And what I mean there is that pick a vertical that is already been established. You, as the affiliate that are out there spending your own money to drive traffic, you don't want to test for anybody else, okay? You want to pick advertisers that are established, that have a ton of money, and are willing to dump it into driving new sales and customers. The best thing you can do, and this is a trend that I see, you know, more often now than it was later, is like nobody talks anymore. Do you know what I mean? We all sit in front of our computer, do our thing, and Twitter, whatever, you know, and we don't actually pick up the phone and talk. But I've made more money, and I'll just say it, by picking up the phone and talking to people, because the people that are on both sides, the distribution, so if you're talking to Microsoft and the affiliate network, you're talking to the affiliate manager that sees all this traffic happening. They actually want to help you. And so, the reason I go to AdTech and Affiliate Summit and LeadsCon, and for those of you that'll be in New York, I know it's kind of crazy, but next month there's AdTech. So I think a lot of you went to the AdTech London. How many went to the AdTech London thing? Was it cool? Not cool? It's crazy, right? It's like, what did you think about it? Yeah? Yeah. You see, it's like we're not like, selling toilet seats. Like it's like in a live industry, like things are happening. We're not talking about, the advancements and, it's a live industry. So for those of you that will be in AdTech, the reason I've gone for 12 years or however long it's been going on is because it's the source of my best information. I'm not a bright dude. I'm just a normal guy, right? But I have the gift, perhaps, of being able to talk to people. And if you listen more than you talk, they'll begin to tell you a lot about things that are working. So that's what I like. I'll go get them a drink, we'll sit down, and they'll say, God, I have this affiliate that's just killing it. Oh, really? Is that right? What are they doing? So I gave you guys the example of a job site that I did for those of you that were there last. You remember this job example that I gave? So I very easily make 20K a month. I think if we scaled that, we could probably do doing 100K a month in profit based on something somebody told me. You know what? Like, people are killing it in the job space. Oh, really? So when I hear that, I'm a very curious person. I like money. So I would encourage you that when you begin to build relationships, and it's going to be hard at first because when I started, no one gave two rats' asses about me. But when you get out there and you talk to people on both sides. So I think I was talking to a gentleman yesterday that went to AdTech London, and he was amazed that he was talking to a rep with Facebook. Like, that was just so cool that you could actually talk to somebody that worked with Facebook. And so if you go to these shows, you pick up the phone, they're going to tell you stuff to make you more successful. So just do it. I think you'll have an easier time at this, and it's actually much more fun than staring at a computer all day. But be relentless in terms of finding the best offers, right? If you're spending your money, you have to be sure that you care for it very well, and that means being relentless in terms of finding the offers that are paying the most money, and be quick to kill offers that don't work. These just four elements, again, they're perhaps to you they're just words on a screen. To me, I've lived by them for 12 years, and I've made more money than most just by basically ascribing to some basic philosophies. So there you go. That's my little tip too. Affiliate networks, we talked a little bit about them. There's a lot of them out there, right? Tons of them out there. They sit in between you and the advertiser. Your relationship with your rep is critical. If you can get an affiliate manager on the phone, they're going to tell you which offers are working. So even if you're a product owner, if you own a product, who is the product owner? How many product owners?